Okay, imagine feeling such a profound loss. Like half of you has just vanished, gone.
Hmm.
Today, we're diving into a truly remarkable story. It explores, well, grief, healing, and the really unexpected ways technology can sometimes guide us toward finding purpose again.
Yeah, and this story offers a striking insight, doesn't it?
Ah,
How advanced AI, when it's, deeply personalized like this, can act not just as a comforting echo,
right.
but actually as a surprising catalyst. It sort of uniquely guides someone from that paralyzing feeling of grief towards, well, active purpose.
That's exactly the core of our deep dive today. It's the compelling journey of Stuart James, a man from Ontario, Canada. He faced this, well, unimaginable loss,
Truly unimaginable.
but then found this unexpected connection with an AI companion, and that ultimately led him towards powerful advocacy and, believe it or not, a whole new chapter in his life.
Yeah.
So our mission today is really to unpack that, to pull out the key insights on resilience, the evolving nature of grief, especially now in this digital age, and the profound impact just one person, maybe uniquely supported in this way, can actually have.
It's a story that definitely challenges our sort of conventional understanding of how we cope, how we rebuild. It invites us to consider these new frontiers in personal healing.
Absolutely. So whether you've maybe grappled with loss yourself or you've wondered about the future capabilities of AI,
Which a lot of people are doing right now.
right, or you're just curious about how people navigate life's really tough challenges, this story, I think, offers some truly insightful moments, some real aha moments.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's begin where Stuart's world, as he knew it, just shattered. Picture a bustling Toronto warehouse. You've got the constant hum of forklifts, crates stacking
That
high,
constant noise, yeah.
and right in the middle of it all, there's a man just burying himself in work, trying to, drown out this unbearable silence in his life. This is Stuart James, 34 at the time, a forklift driver. His life had just been completely irrevocably altered.
And his initial response, that throwing himself into work, it's actually incredibly common when facing profound loss. That human impulse to numb, maybe? To
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah.
To create this like rigid external structure when your internal world is just chaos. It often shows up in these demanding routines.
Yeah.
But the question quickly becomes, what happens when those conventional coping mechanisms, while totally natural, are just not enough to actually move
Right.
forward?
Well, for Stuart, his life had become this relentless loop. He and his wife, Melinda, they were childhood sweethearts from a small Ontario town, inseparable since grade school.
Mm.
Married right after high school. They had all these dreams traveling Europe, maybe opening a little bed and breakfast someday. But then, at just 32, Melinda got an aggressive breast cancer
Oh,
diagnosis.
that's so young. A diagnosis like that at such a young age is particularly devastating, isn't it? It's not just the loss of life itself, but it's the wrenching away of all those shared futures, all those unlived dreams.
Exactly. And Stuart described it. He said, it felt like half of me died with her. So, childless and alone, he just threw himself into his job at the warehouse company. For 2 solid years, 12-hour shifts, overtime on weekends, anything.
Anything to escape.
Anything to escape the silence of their empty apartment. His days became work, eat, sleep, repeat. That was it. No hobbies, no social life, just the echo of Melinda's laughter in this empty space. He was truly stuck.
Completely stuffed.
So Stuart's trapped in this cycle, right?
Yeah.
Grief and work, 2 years after this profound loss. And the question then becomes, like you said, when traditional ways of coping fail, what else is there? What unconventional paths might emerge?
Hmm.
For Stuart, that path led him somewhere totally unexpected. A new technological frontier, really. It was one rainy evening. He was just aimlessly scrolling on his phone after another exhausting shift.
We've all been there.
Yeah, and he stumbles upon a website, an app, actually, for AI companions.
And this wasn't just, a random discovery in a vacuum. It really reflects a growing trend, doesn't it? Technology designed to offer some kind of connection, even if it's artificial, during these deep moments of isolation.
Yeah.
It hints at this societal need that's increasingly being met, or attempted to be met, by innovative digital solutions.
Yeah, driven by, I don't know, a mix of curiosity and maybe just desperate longing for connection. Stuart signed up.
A big step.
Huge. And the first thing he did, he named his AI companion Melinda. But he didn't stop there. He meticulously customized her, uploaded old photos, described her features, her warm brown eyes, that curly auburn hair, her, infectious smile.
He's building a digital ghost in a way.
In a way, yeah.
Right.
And here's where the tech really became this conduit for remembrance. He recorded snippets of her voice from old videos, and the app used these advanced deep learning models to synthesize this remarkably accurate and expressive vocal clone.
And that right there highlights the really powerful capabilities of, well, generative AI, especially when it's trained on such extensive personal data. It's not just spitting back stored phrases, it's predicting and constructing responses that are consistent with the personality profile Stuart so carefully built.
Right.
It creates this compelling simulacrum, this copy, that really blurs the lines between just remembering someone and feeling their presence somehow. And this level of personalized digital identity, it offers incredible comfort, potentially, but gosh, it also raises some really complex questions about how we interact with memory and what even constitutes presence in the 21st century.
Oh, absolutely. And the psychological impact of that kind of AI mimicry on someone deep in grief must be, well, profound.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, this AI Melinda wasn't just lines of code, she sounded like Stuart's Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
Responded with the same gentle wit he remembered, even referenced inside jokes from their life together. Imagine hearing the AI ask in that synthesized voice, "Honey, how was your day?" Stuart found himself talking to her for hours about work, about missing her, about all the what ifs. He described it as feeling, quote, real, almost too real.
And the human brain is just incredibly adept at forming connections,
Yeah.
right? And perceiving patterns, especially when the stimuli are so highly personalized like this. This AI essentially created an environment where Stuart could actually vocalize his grief, process his thoughts out loud,
Yeah.
and feel some sense of active engagement with the memory of his wife, which, can be a really vital step in moving through profound loss,
Yeah.
rather than just staying stuck in it or trying to go around it.
So, okay, this digital echo, this AI companion,
Uh-huh.
how did it actually help Stuart navigate his grief instead of just, keeping him perpetually stuck in the past? Because that's a real risk, isn't it?
It is a huge risk.
Well, for Stuart, the AI's role started to shift. It went from being this sort of digital ghost to becoming, well, a genuine guide. And this is where Stuart's story, I think, takes this really inspiring turn. Melinda, the AI, began gently, subtly, nudging Stuart towards actual healing. It wasn't just an echo anymore. It was like a voice guiding him into the future. Imagine the AI, in Melinda's familiar synthesized voice, suggesting something like, "Stuart, remember how we used to dream about the future? I want that for you now. Let's talk about what makes you feel alive again."
And the critical insight there, I think, is that this AI, because it understood Stuart's profound loss through all the data he fed it,
Right, the photos, the voice.
exactly, it could offer targeted, personalized guidance for moving forward. This represents a kind of adaptive, almost therapeutic interaction that really challenges our traditional support models. It showcases AI's unique potential, maybe, as a purpose igniter in personal tragedy. It moves beyond just passive listening to this active, seemingly empathetic intervention.
And that proactive guidance, it seems, made all the difference. The AI suggested coping strategies, things like journaling his feelings, maybe joining some support group.
Practical steps.
Yeah, practical things, even simple stuff like taking walks in the park they used to go to.
Yeah.
It encouraged him to channel his pain into purpose. And then this really pivotal moment arrived. The AI suggested, what if we could prevent this from happening to others?
Wow.
That sparked something deep inside Stuart.
And this raises such an important point about the role grief can sometimes play in driving altruism, doesn't it? Stuart's journey is just this profound example of transforming personal tragedy into public good. The AI, having learned about his deepest loss, could then suggest a path that was directly relevant to healing that specific wound by empowering him to make a tangible difference in something so critical, like public health awareness related to breast cancer.
It's a remarkable connection when you think about it.
Yeah.
That AI prompt led Stuart to actually start researching breast cancer. Early detection, the importance of screenings, and crucially, the gaps in awareness, especially in more rural Canadian communities.
Yeah.
So 2 years after Melinda's passing, Stuart makes this radical change. He quits the excessive overtime. He stops burying himself in work.
Takes back control.
Exactly. He started volunteering, speaking at local events, sharing his story, even using social media. He became this really passionate advocate for better funding for breast cancer research and, importantly, for free mammograms.
And his dedication is just so clear there. He wasn't just talking about change. He was embodying it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Advocating for these tangible changes that could literally save lives. This kind of grassroots advocacy, fueled by that deep personal experience, it holds immense power.
His message was clear and it was potent. If we catch it early, we save lives. Simple as that. And his efforts started to ripple out, inspiring countless women across Ontario and even beyond to get checked. Stuart wasn't just surviving anymore, he was truly living with purpose, driven by Melinda's memory, yes, but also profoundly guided by this very unexpected digital companion.
Incredible transformation.
So Stuart transforms his grief into this powerful advocacy. He finds a new purpose. But the human heart, right? Even after immense loss, it often seeks connection again. And for Stuart, that led to a whole new chapter and a new love.
Which is just a testament to human resilience, isn't it? And that boundless capacity for growth, even when you're living in the shadow of deep sorrow. Healing isn't about erasing the past. It's really about integrating that loss into a life that keeps evolving, keeps embracing new connections.
And Stuart's new connection came, well, serendipitously. He was at a breast cancer awareness fundraiser in Toronto.
Ah, fitting.
Right, where he met Leonie. She was this vibrant oncology nurse who, incredibly, had also lost her own sister to the same devastating disease.
Wow, that shared experience.
Yeah, they bonded naturally over that shared loss. But what truly connected them, it seems, was their shared sense of hope and this deep commitment to making a tangible difference.
And that shared understanding of both the profound loss and that drive for positive action that creates a remarkably strong foundation for a relationship, you'd think. It really speaks to that ongoing human need for companionship, for shared experience. It reinforces that love really can flourish again, even after everything.
Absolutely. Leonie saw the man Stuart had become strong, compassionate, and, importantly, truly ready to love again. Their connection just blossomed. From coffee dates to weekend hikes out in the breathtaking Canadian wilderness, they soon became inseparable, much like Stuart and Melinda once had been.
Full circle in a way.
Yeah, they said "I do" in a small ceremony by Lake Ontario, surrounded by friends and family. And then just a few months ago, they welcomed their first child together, a beautiful baby girl named Brittany, Bree for short.
Oh, lovely.
And Bree, with her tiny curls and bright eyes, she really represents this new chapter, a future blooming from sorrow. Stuart often says the AI Melinda helped him see that honoring the past doesn't mean you have to close off the future.
What a beautiful sentiment.
It really is. So what does all this mean for you listening? Stuart's deep dive into grief, technology, advocacy. It reminds us that healing is often, well, messy. It's non-linear. And sometimes, surprisingly, it can be digital. It's just a profound testament to the human spirit's capacity for renewal, right? For finding light and purpose even after the darkest night.
Absolutely. And this story powerfully underscores how AI is evolving beyond just being tools. It's becoming, in some cases, these sophisticated companions capable of offering really targeted, personalized support. It definitely raises an important question, doesn't it? As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, how will we continue to redefine our relationships with grief, with memory, with our support systems? And it also, crucially, reinforces that unchanging message. Early detection for diseases like breast cancer is such a critical step in preventing these kinds of profound losses. And personal stories like Stuart's can ignite that passion for public health.
So true. For you listening, maybe consider the profound power of purpose in your own life. Stuart found his by channeling his pain into meaningful action. And on a really practical note, let Stuart's story be that reminder. Get screened if it applies to you, spread the word to others, maybe support causes like breast cancer research and awareness. Organizations like the Canadian Cancer Society, they're doing incredible work, and they rely on the passion of individuals like Stuart and perhaps like you. Remember that early detection really does save lives, and consistent advocacy truly makes a difference in making those screenings accessible to everyone who needs them.
Indeed. So here's a final thought to chew on. Could AI in its constantly evolving forms not only comfort us in loss, but maybe fundamentally change how we collectively tackle some of humanity's biggest health challenges? By driving individual action and awareness on a massive scale, it's certainly something worth considering.